All right, guys, we're going to switch it up and get into our Black versus Blue antonym segment. Got a few good topics this week. We're going to start out with Major League Baseball and the Houston Astros, who, if they hold on to win tonight, get their 12th win in a row. I'm going to go to Omar. Redo, is this dominance by the Astros this season a hit or flop that they'll easily run through the American League this year?
It is definitely a hit. Jeff Luhnow, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, became the GM in 2011. He has basically rebuilt this team from scratch. There is only one current player on the roster now, and that's Jose Altuve, if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
You are.
Get his name right.
Right.
Yeah, because he's the man.
Right. He's the only person from 2011 that is still on this team. Jeff Luhnow made.
It's called the right choice.
He made a lot of small moves that panned out. He's made some big moves that he had less success with, but he's also had some success. The funny thing is, just imagine if in 2013 he drafted Chris Bryant #1 and he didn't. What this team would look like if Chris Bryant was on that team.
Who did he draft?
Some pitcher who's in Philadelphia now, who's horrible. He's in their system.
Right.
I just have to say, since 2000, there's only been 6 teams that have had the best record in the AL and made it to the World Series. So, like we always say, baseball's a long season. So you don't know what's going to happen. And I was listening to something today, and they were talking about, hey, this is not the NBA Finals or the NBA playoffs. Major League Baseball is like March Madness. Whoever gets hot at the right time, that's who's making it.
Yeah. The thing I will say, and why I also say it's a hit, is their 7, 8, and 9 hitters are batting .285 and slugging .502. That's the bottom of the order. That is hitting better than the league average for 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Yeah. So that's a hit. If you got that sort of production at the bottom of the lineup with guys like Altuve and George Springer hitting in the prime spots, it's a real deal.
I mean, and for some years they had people like me out there hitting.
Yeah. I hope it's a flop, because I have a team in the American League. But again, Les, it's a long season, and just because you have the best record in the regular season, and they are on pace to break the all-time record, but just ask the 2001 Mariners, ask the 69 Orioles. They didn't win.
Yeah, you mentioned the AL East. The Astros have, a 10-game lead over the next best team in the conference, and that's the Yankees with 32. Switching it up to NHL Final, singular, Devin. The Predators tied the series at 2 last night. The Penguins are having problems at goalie. I don't know if anyone's seen that, but my question is, if they replace Matt Murray with Andrew Fleury, is it hope or hype that this will fix their problems and they can eventually take this series back?
I think it's hope, because they did that shit earlier in the playoffs, because Murray was hurt, and then the other guy came in and played 15 games, and then he got hurt. But if you have 2 goalies, you don't have one, just like in NFL with a quarterback. So I don't know, man. The games have been crunk though.
I think it's hype because and I don't know a lot about hockey, but what I consistently have seen every game this series from Nashville is they put so much pressure on the goalie, because it's seeming like they always have the puck. They're like in a contest. If it's a situation where they're contesting for the puck, they come out with it. They're like a full court press team that just stays on top. And I mean, if you're out shooting the opposition 3-1, 4-1. I mean, it's just the law of averages at that point. So is it a goalie problem, or is it just like, man, it's just so much heat, like they can't get a break?
Well, Rene, however you pronounce his name,
Pika Rene, yeah,
he was amazing yesterday.
Yeah, right. He's definitely found he's got his swag back, like what you said.
Charles Barkley was a fan.
Oh, he was a fan of Charles was a fan of a lot of things last night.
Charles was on.
For some context, they actually had to pull Fleury out of the Cap series for giving up, for struggling defending the goal, and Murray now has given up 9 goals in the last 2 games. Yeah. So we'll definitely see. Now, last segment, newsworthy, nothing to see here. NASCAR's Darrell Wallace Jr. is to become the first black driver in the NASCAR Cup Series since 2006. How do you guys feel about this?
Bubba.
My problem is the fact that it is newsworthy, but it should be nothing to see here. I mean, you know, there has to come a point where just because somebody's black, it's not newsworthy.
I think it's newsworthy because we just spent our last 2 Thursdays talking about NASCAR,
Yeah.
and we are all black. So I think it's newsworthy because I think we kind of made that happen for him.
Oh, okay. The league ambassadors that did that.
The league ambassadors did that.
You're welcome.
I do have I didn't get a chance to research this, but it's something that we're gonna have to definitely look into. But they actually have something called the K&N Pro Series Drive for Diversity.
That's what I was gonna bring
They
up.
actually have something for diversity to try and bring other ethnicities or other
minorities,
cultures,
women, everything.
So you saying they have that, and somebody still was shitting on the fact that a Japanese person won a race?
Right.
Well,
Right,
that's
yeah.
for NASCAR. Indy's different, but same
difference.
team.
The other
Same team.
The other thing that's interesting about that, though, Kev, is that he is starting and he's driving in the number 43 car.
Petty.
Richard Petty. That's
Petty
huge.
Motorsports.
Yeah.
That is significant in the world of NASCAR. And much love, much well wishes to him, particularly because he has the same birthday as me. So that's my guy. October 8th.
Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile, Alabama.